Hopefully that they can hear me. What class is this? What's the paper from?
Well, we got around that match. Yeah. But it's on the platform.
Fences, okay. And how long is the paper? Alright, let's get started. You got a problem? Who's the teacher? Okay, so what we're gonna do, you said this means help get it started. We don't have a thesis or nothing. Okay, so what we're gonna do is come up with an outline. So we're gonna brainstorm that. So which one of the problems are you gonna choose? Which one of these? So in fences, we can see Troy as a tragic figure.
Well, it's whatever you feel like you're struggling with, like you're struggling with thesis or style or grammar. I know, but you as a writer, what do you feel like you would work on?
If you don't know children, if you don't know children, so I think we're going
I think you can see it. We can't. Alright. So, which two do you want to use?
I think
You got your two examples are a tragic figure, a hero, and a villain.
a hero and a tragic figure.
All right, so we got hero and tragic figure. Why do you think he's a hero and a tragic figure?
Because as a dad, like he shows a good example to his son. That makes his the son think that he's being hard on him, but he's just being a dad.
So what about him being a tragic figure? That sounds like more of a hero definition. What's the definition of a tragic figure? You know?
It's a person who is in qualities greater than the norm, but through some tragic flaw or the action of fate does not end up well in the play.
So how is he? So what qualities does he have to make him like that makes him better than the norm, or make him more unique than other people?
Unlike some dads, he's strict on his son, maybe, I guess. Or like, unlike some husbands, he goes and find himself another woman because he's not happy with his wife.
How does that make him different from the rest of the people? Like the regular husbands or
Because you would think that, like, if you say you love your wife, then you shouldn't go and find someone else. You just should stick it out.
So, which one do you want to use to define him as a person higher than the norm? Strict on his son or finding another wife?
Strict on his son.
Okay, so cool. So because he's strict on his son, like he cares, so really to define that he really cares about his son's future more than many other dads. So that makes him a hero, would you say? All right, so let's really outline that. So we got to come up with three things that define those two things in the essay. So what would your thesis statement be? Let's come up with your thesis statement.
Troy, hold on.
Now, let me ask you this before we start. How does him being strict on his son lead to a tragedy in the play?
Because his son questioned him and be like, why are you so hard on me? Or why don't you like me? But his dad was like, it's not that I don't like you, it's just I don't want you to like be a failure or something.
What happened to his son?
Well, nothing happens to his son. The dad dies.
Oh, how does he die? You don't remember? Okay, so yeah, so we could talk about that. So although, because you got to talk about how how that makes him a tragic figure and a hero at the same time. So how would you form that into a sentence? Like, what would your thesis statement be to explain those 2 points?
Troy can be a hero in many ways.
You write this down. Because of what? Because of the way he does what?
Because of the way he's strict on his son.
Because of the way he raises his son? We can talk about that. It's just a thesis. The way he raises his son. So I would say we could do 2 things. So we put although before Troy. Although Troy can be a hero in many ways, no, you don't even need it in many ways. So although Troy can be a hero because of the way he raises his son, he could put comma. He also can be viewed as a tragic figure. Why do you think so? Why do you think he could be, just based on what we said before, why would he be viewed as a tragic figure?
Because of the way he treats his wife.
That don't really make him that was kind of underlying the hero. But what was the thing about his son? Like, even though he was strict on his son and he wanted to just raise his son the right way, how did that make his son feel?
Like he didn't like him.
Mm-hmm. So how would you put that into words? So he also can be viewed as a tragic figure because of the way his son resents him. Because of the way his son resents him. So that'll be your thesis statement.
How do you spell resents?
RESENTS. ENTS. So now let's write out the Bali paragraphs. Okay, so do you know how most introductions work? Usually they have
talk about the author first?
Yeah, the author first. So you would introduce the author in the short story. Fences by so and so and so. He explains. He really, you could say however you want to say. Like, he explains how a tragic figure can be a hero. So and so and so. And in the story, there's the protagonist named Troy, right? Mm-hmm. And Troy is one of the great examples of what a tragic figure is. Although Troy can be a hero because of the way he raises his son, he also can be viewed as a tragic figure because of the way his son resents him. That's an introduction right there.
Okay.
So now that I just said that, how would you form an introduction?
Okay. The play Fences.
There you go right now, yeah.
And then I was gonna talk about the author, but I don't know much about him unless I look it up.
Yeah, you don't really have to mention too much about him. You just say like he in his play he represents a tragic figure, something like that. So you don't have to put like a biographical information about him. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Doing good.
Are you able to come today?
At 7?
Yeah.
I might have to leave early because I got Bible study tonight. Yeah. You having the chapel? Okay.
That was the first thing.
Am I saying it twice or what?
What you got so far? The Play Fences by August Wilson. In his play, he explains the protagonist Troy being a hero and a tragic figure. No, I think that's good. So you kind of have to word it differently. In the play Fences by August Wilson, he explains the protagonist Troy being a hero and a tragic figure. He explains how the protagonist Troy is a hero and a tragic figure. Yeah, is a hero and a tragic figure. Although Troy can be a hero, because of the way he treats his son, he also. So yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. So we got those two. Now let's talk about your outline. So the first topic is going to be about what you got. Two things you're really trying to expound. First topic is of how he is a hero. So you're going to write about. So put a point and like explain how he is a hero. So you're gonna go back through the text and find all examples and stuff of like why he is a hero. And so what are some of those points? Just the point down real quick. So first is because of course the way he treats his son. That's one. Right. Two is what else do you think? I want you to come up with.
I have to go back to the play.
All right, cool. So second one is what? What's going to be the second point? As I remember, we had 2 points in here. The first one was how he was.
He said he doesn't like him, like why his dad doesn't like him.
And what is that? What does that prove about that? He's a what? A tragic what?
Figure.
Yeah. So the second point is going to be how he is a tragic figure. And then you're gonna have to come up with a conclusion. So conclusion is gonna be you just restating the thesis and closing out the paper with a strong way. Yeah. We got two.
Okay.
So does that help?
Yeah, that helps a lot.
So you got everything? All right, cool. So that's good.
Thank you.
No problem. And I got I also want to ask you to fill out a survey for me. I'm gonna put it up on that computer.
Okay.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Sorry for the difficulties.
It's okay.
I don't even think it saw me. I don't even think it saw you. It just saw me. But it's all good. At least it hurt you. How do you stop it? There you go.